How many of you know what a hashtag is? So most of us, right? Hashtags have become popular through social media websites like Twitter, Instagram, among many others. Social media has become a powerful way our generation has learned to communicate with each other. I mean, have you tried to teach your parents and your grandparents how to use the internet or any social media? They simply don't understand. Needless to say, our generation has different ideals than previous generations. For example, slavery and the way blacks were treated is definitely a generational gap belief. My grandparents and their generation clearly remember a time when whites and blacks were segregated, forced to drink from different water fountains, and shop at different stores. Their views needed to come to an end because they weren't fair. One man by the name of William Wilberforce is remembered as doing so. William Wilberforce dedicated himself in the abolishment of slavery in England. His dedication in Parliament didn't waver, and he never lost hope. William Wilberforce truly cared for what he thought to be fair and wouldn't back down until given any more time. William Wilberforce was born August 24th, 1759, in Hull, to a wealthy family of merchants. When he was 9 years old, his father passed away, and his mother sent him to live with his evangelical aunt and uncle. By the age of 12, he accepted faith by the influence from his relatives. According to BBC Religions, his lifestyle changed completely when he became an evangelical Christian. Witty, appealing, scholarly, and courteous, not to mention wealthy, Wilberforce's charisma was visible in the future of a natural leader. Wilberforce became good friends with William Pitt because they were both interested in entering politics. By 1780, Wilberforce was elected in Parliament at the youngest age of 21. Pitt soon became Britain's Prime Minister, which would help advance Wilberforce politically. The webpage titled William Wilberforce, dated 2013, provided by BBC, reveals that abolitionist Thomas Clarkson was a huge influence on Wilberforce to take upon slavery problems. Wilberforce embraced anti-slavery issues because of the direct effect of him grasping Christian worldviews and because it was not a popular cause in Parliament. According to the Abolition Project, sponsored by East of England Broadband Network, proposes that Wilberforce reintroduced anti-slavery motions in Parliament for 18 years consecutively, and throughout the 1790s remained optimistic even though little progress was made. Wilberforce wanted an end of trade for British ships, carrying black slaves from Africa in terrible conditions to the West Indies and Americas. In 1797, William Wilberforce married Barbara Ann Spooner, and in the next 10 years, they have 4 sons and 2 daughters. Wilberforce's role as a father became more important to him than the role of politician. However, the webpage titled William Wilberforce Biography, provided by the Wilberforce School, suggests that on February 23, 1807, consecutive speeches in the House of Commons spoke in favor of abolition, unlike previous years of denial. In 1807, the slave trade was finally abolished, but this did not entirely free the people who were already slaves. Wilberforce was content in the Abolition Act, yet he was still determined to grant freedom to all slaves. Year after year, he kept attempting to do so, but every try ended in failure. Displeased, William Wilberforce, being a leading debater, decided to take a European tour to get signatures to counteract the House of Commons and gain popularity on the subject. He asked Isaac Milner to accompany him. Milner was an Anglican clergyman and well-known at Cambridge. Together they read and studied the Greek New Testament. By the end of their trip, Wilberforce felt convicted by his sin and acknowledged a great sense of atrocity in neglecting God for so long. By July 26, 1833, the abolition bill was finally passed by a parliament that gave all slaves freedom. Wilberforce was determined to abolish slavery throughout the entire world, but we know this did not happen quite so quickly, because not even 3 days after the passage of the abolition bill in England, Wilberforce passed away. William Wilberforce's religious lifestyle changed him from a heartless, wealthy politician to an enthusiastic, charitable public servant. Wilberforce literally spent his entire life fighting for what he thought right and just. The eventual passage of the abolition bill brought joy to millions in existence of slavery and will be remembered by millions unborn. William Wilberforce once said, We are too young to realize that certain things are impossible, so we will do them anyway.